Okay, I've obviously seen miscongeniality way too many times because I'm thinking that my wildest fantasy should be world peace, prosperity for everyone. And I'm not saying that that means millionaires, everyone has to be a millionaire. No, I'm just saying that poverty and want are eliminated. Now, we're not going to get into the weeds about capitalism and socialism, blah, blah, blah. This video is supposed to be fun. My real wildest fantasy would be, well, let's hang on a second. I'll give you some of my other ones. Then we'll get to number one. Okay, I'd like to be fit and healthy. No more big belly, no more double chin, no eyeglasses, no aches and pains, and all those numbers that the doctor likes to check would be normal. But that gets me thinking. I often ask myself, what is normal? And then I hear Foof's voice. Foof was my mum, and that was her real name. She would say, Perdie, dear, normal is just a setting on the dryer. Related to health, I'd like to not have to worry about calories, caffeine, and sugar. Basically, I'd like to be able to eat whatever I want and not gain weight and not have it mess with those numbers that I mentioned, BP, A1C, cholesterol, etc. Another one is I would like a clean house. Now, I keep a clean enough house, but I would like a deep clean, a weekly extreme clean by someone else, of course. Now, this clean would go beyond the usual stuff like sinks, toilets, floors, laundry. Yeah, I'd like them to do my laundry, vacuuming and dusting. I hate dusting. I don't like the word hate, so you know I do not like dusting. Now, what are some of the other things I'd like done? Top of the fridge, inside the fridge, my oven. How's about doing dust the baseboards? Oh, and clean all my lights and light fixtures. I have a chandelier type light over the dining room table. The old guy loves that. I'm not fond of it, but it just resists cleaning. It does not lend itself to easy cleaning at all. Be nice to have somebody else do that. I'd also like to have stuff done that's things I don't do very often, like the front faces of my kitchen cabinets, bathroom cabinets. Windows, inside and out, every week. Then there's the basement and the garage. They need an extreme cleaning, and then after that, just a regular weekly cleaning. Everything will be fine. But this gets me to thinking, when it comes to cleansers and stuff like that, because we're talking about cleaning, why is lemonade made with artificial flavors, but furniture polish is made with real lemon? Back to dusting for a second, and maybe you can relate to this. In this house, there are wooden louvered doors on some of the closets. Oh my God, those things collect dust like you wouldn't believe. They drive me crazy. Crazier than usual. Anyway, just because, I'm weird, I went and counted. One section has 35 slats. So when I multiply it by all the sections, 350 individual slats that need to be dusted. In the same vein, I would also like someone to do my gardening. Planting, planting, weeding, watering. I just want to look at the flowers, thank you very much. And this makes me wonder, what would the old guy want? Now, he would probably go for fit and healthy also, but I think he would also like some crazy collector car that he could tool around in and maybe work on, I don't know. But I think he would also like someone to do the lawn in the summer and shovel the snow in the winter. I mean, who wouldn't? Okay, so one other fantasy before we get to number one, and that would be to win big in the lottery. Probably very common. I'm thinking 10 million, that'd be good. And yes, I partake of the tax on the stupid, meaning I buy lottery tickets. Okay, where are we? Oh, shoot, nearly forgot my number one. Okay, number one, wildest fantasy is to sleep through the entire night. That is to say, get a full 8 hours sleep. Without, and I need my glasses for this because there's a list. And I forget stuff. Okay, so that would mean falling asleep quickly, not having to get up to pee, not waking up when I roll over, not having the old guy disturb me when he gets up or he rolls over, and not having the dogs bother me at night. I guess I don't really need the glasses, right? Like getting up to pee or puking, whatever dogs do. Even moving around bothers me. We have an older dog. That would be Shorty, short stack. And sometimes he needs to go out to pee at really awful hours of the night. Okay, so enough about me. What about you? Pop some of your ideas down in the comments. And remember, non-sexual. Please don't gross me out. Now, as I was thinking about this topic, I went to my favorite search engine and I put the subject in there. And I was not disappointed. It seems that this has been discussed and lots of people have ideas on this. So I need my glasses. And a lot of these ideas are unique powers, but there's so many people that seem to want them. Not sure how unique they are. So not in any particular order. Some of these are from online. Some of these are my ideas. Some I fleshed out a smidge. Okay, the ability to mind read, be able to speak and understand all languages. Can you imagine? I guess I don't really need these. Can you imagine going into a museum and there's hieroglyphics and you just start reading the hieroglyphics? I think that would be so cool. Okay, what else we got? Being able to fly a la Superman or Sister Bertrill, if you know, you know. Having the highest IQ ever. Okay, change pages. Another one, it would be to have healing powers, being able to do magic, like a witch, I guess. Time travel. A lot of people would like to be able to time travel. And you know, this gets me thinking, what if Karl Marx was a member of the Marx Brothers and not the father of communism? Imagine how different history would be. Anyway, what else we got on here? Back to the list. Being able to travel anywhere in space, being able to travel anywhere on Earth for free. Some people want to own exotic pets. Somebody online wanted a dragon. I think they'd be high maintenance, though. Other people would like it so that the pets that they do have would live longer, healthier lives. No pet cemetery stuff in that, please. Some people want to be the best whatever. Chef, dancer, singer, musician, mastering all instruments, musical instruments. Some people would like to be able to communicate with the dead, ask them questions. Some would like to live in a fantasy world or a sci-fi world that they perhaps read about in a book or saw in a movie or in their video games, you know. But I do hope that there are some people that would have the fantasy of being at the top of their scientific research, whatever their subject is, so that maybe they could come up with a cure for the common cold. That'd be very nice. Or what if they came up with unlimited energy for everyone for free? That'd be cool. All right, what else have we got on here? Oh, yeah. So, I take the glasses off. I have to add 2 more things to my list. One of them is perfect pitch. I'd really love to have perfect pitch. And this one is weird. So I handwrite my ideas, and then I cobble them together, and I handwrite my little scripts, and then I type them. So I do a lot of handwriting. See, I can't even remember. Pen to paper, and that's 3-ring binder paper. So what I would really, really like is really good handwriting. Sometimes I can't read what I wrote. Anyway, I've got places to go, people to see, and apparently louvered doors that need dusting. Wait for the riddle. What is a clean house a sign of? That the internet's down. See you next time.